Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP today. MotoGP took a bold step towards global expansion with the first ever season launch event in Bangkok, Thailand, featuring all 11 teams and nearly the entire 22-rider grid. The event, aimed at boosting the sport's visibility, saw riders parading through the streets and interacting with fans. Eight-time world champion Marc Marquez praised the initiative, calling it good for our sport. Ducati faces a key decision ahead of the 2025 MotoGP season, whether to race with their brand new engine or stick with an improved version of last year's power unit. While the 2025 engine has shown promise, team manager Davide Tardozzi admits that regulations and reliability concerns might push Ducati toward a more conservative choice. Yamaha's long-awaited transition to AV4 engine remains shrouded in mystery, with no official timeline for its first track test. Factory rider Alex Rins and team manager Massimo Marigali addressed the speculation during MotoGP's Sepang test, emphasizing that the new engine will only debut when it's fully ready. Despite uncertainty surrounding KTM's financial situation, Tech 3 team manager Nicolas Goyen insists the team has had a normal winter of preparation. KTM assured Tech 3 that its MotoGP program remains unchanged, with the squad set to race in 2025 as initially planned. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. In a first for MotoGP, all teams and riders came together for a grand season launch in the heart of Thailand's capital. The event kicked off with a striking photo session at the iconic Marble Temple, followed by a parade where the riders were transported on tuk-tuks, an unmistakable symbol of Bangkok's streets. The centerpiece of the event was held at One Bangkok, where riders performed demo runs on street bikes before taking to the stage to interact with fans. The atmosphere was electric as MotoGP machines were fired up, letting the roar of the engines echo through the city. Although some fans had anticipated the unveiling of new liveries, the event still marked a significant step in MotoGP's efforts to expand its reach beyond traditional markets. Marquez, making his debut as a factory Ducati rider in 2025, was enthusiastic about the initiative. He emphasized the importance of such events in reaching new audiences and strengthening the sport's presence on the global stage. New event, I think it's good for our sport. In the end, all the riders are here, we are the faces of the sport, so we must be present. MotoGP also organized it in a very good way. The target as always is to reach many new people, because like this our sport can grow. Quote from Marquez. Former world champions Quartararo and Joan Mir echoed Marquez's thoughts. Quartararo, the 2021 MotoGP champion, highlighted the importance of the rider's role in promoting the series. We are a little bit the face of the sport. We have to also be there, and for the fans, this is the first time MotoGP is doing that. Hopefully, many more events and team launches can happen in different places. Quote from Quartararo. Honda's Joan Mir also backed the move, calling the launch a very important event for the championship. Yes, these different things help to make MotoGP better and bigger, which helps make us, the riders, better and bigger. It's nice to do it. We are enjoying the events at the moment. I'm happy to make the launch here in Bangkok. For me, it's a very important event. Quote from Mir. With the Bangkok event now behind them, the MotoGP paddock stays in Thailand for the final preseason test at Buriram from February 12th to 13th. The 2025 season opener follows soon after, as the Thai Grand Prix takes place from February 28th to March 2nd. While reigning world champion Jorge Martin missed the launch due to injury, alongside Fabio Di Giannantonio and Raul Fernandez, the event successfully kicked off what promises to be an action-packed MotoGP season. MotoGP's bold move to host a global launch event in Bangkok has set the stage for an exciting 2025 campaign. With the sport aiming to grow its fanbase beyond traditional markets, events like these could become a new standard in the championship. The focus now shifts to the Buriram test, where teams will make final preparations before the lights go out for the first race of the year. Stay tuned for more updates as the season approaches. The reigning MotoGP champions have been hard at work during preseason testing, evaluating both their latest 2025 engine and an updated version of the 2024 unit. While the new engine brings exciting improvements, it still lacks something crucial to make it the clear choice for the season. Ducati team manager Davide Tardozzi has praised the team's efforts in testing but admits the final decision is yet to be made. Speaking to Sky Sport, he reflected on the 3 days of testing, noting significant progress. The third day has been satisfactory after the first 2 days. We have worked hard to test all the new features, and we head to Thailand convinced that we have a bike almost ready for the World Championship. Quote from Tardozzi. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the engine, Tardozzi remains confident that Ducati's performance level remains high. While Ducati remains the team to beat, Tardozzi acknowledged the rising threat from other manufacturers, particularly Yamaha. The Japanese factory has made significant strides, with Fabio Quartararo looking like a serious challenger. We are convinced that we still have a bike with very good performance. Obviously, we have all been surprised by Yamaha, which I think has made a great leap forward. They have a formidable rider like Quartararo, and right now I see him as our rival. Quote from Tardozzi. Ducati's main concern with the 2025 engine is the current MotoGP regulations, which require manufacturers to use the same engine for 2 seasons. Given that constraint, the team is considering whether the safer option is to refine their existing 2024 unit rather than take risks with an unproven new powertrain. 2025 has really good potential, but in the end, we think that the regulations force us to be conservative because this engine must be used for 2 years. And it works very well. Ducati will head into the Buriram test from February 12th to 13th with both engine options still under evaluation. A final decision is expected before the season opener at the Thai Grand Prix from February 28th to March 2nd. With Francesco Bagnaia and Marc Marquez set to lead Ducati's title charge, the factory team is confident they will make the right call, whichever direction they choose. Ducati faces a tough decision in the coming weeks, balancing innovation with reliability, as they prepare to defend their MotoGP crown. Will they gamble on their 2025 engine or play it safe with an upgraded 2024 spec? The answer could shape the championship battle as the new season approaches. Stay tuned for more updates from Buriram. Yamaha remains the only manufacturer in MotoGP still using an inline-4 engine, while all other factories have adopted V4 configurations. The announcement last year that Yamaha was developing a V4 motor sparked massive interest, as it would mark a fundamental shift in the Japanese manufacturer's philosophy. Despite the excitement, Yamaha has yet to confirm when the new engine will be tested. Alex Rins, speaking after the first day of the Sepang test, confirmed that even the riders haven't been given a specific timeline. While Rins is eager to try the V4, he also pointed out that simply switching to a new engine concept isn't a guaranteed fix for Yamaha's struggles. They didn't give us any date. For sure, as riders, we asked, but they prefer to keep it apart, to not lose time thinking about when we will test it. To have a V4 engine is not mandatory. In the end, Honda has a V4 engine, and we are more or less with problems. Quote from Rins. Yamaha's team manager, Massimo Marigali, echoed Rins' cautious stance. Speaking on MotoGP.com's After the Flag show, Marigali emphasized that Yamaha won't rush the V4's introduction. When it will be ready. For sure, it's impossible to say anything. We would like to go on track with the V4 as soon as possible, but we will do that when we will be ready. Quote from Marigali. This suggests Yamaha is prioritizing proper development over a rush debut, ensuring that the new engine is competitive before it hits the track. Unlike Ducati, which is currently evaluating its 2025 engine alongside an improved 2024 version, Yamaha appears to be in an earlier phase of V4 development. While Fabio Quartararo and Alex Rins continue testing the inline-4 M1, no indications suggest that the V4 will be introduced anytime soon. With the Burum test, February 12th to 13th, approaching, Yamaha fans will have to wait longer for any concrete updates on the new engine. Yamaha's transition to a V4 engine remains one of the biggest talking points in MotoGP, but for now, there are more questions than answers. Will it arrive this season, or is 2026 a more realistic target? As the 2025 campaign nears, Yamaha must decide if its inline-4 is still competitive enough to fight for victories. Stay tuned for more updates from pre-season testing. KTM's future in MotoGP has been the subject of speculation since reports emerged in December suggesting a potential withdrawal due to financial struggles. The Austrian manufacturer quickly dismissed these claims, stating that it would remain on the grid for 2025. Tech 3, KTM's satellite team, has strengthened its ties with the factory squad this season, running identical livery and a strong rider lineup featuring Enea Bastianini and Maverick Vinales. Despite the off-track turbulence, Nicolas Goyen confirmed that KTM's messaging throughout the winter has been clear and reassuring. They have always told us, be ready, we're going to race in 25 as initially planned, and we don't change anything. Quote from Goyen. The 2025 season marks a new era for Tech 3, which has fully integrated with KTM's factory operation. The team previously ran under the Gascas banner, but now aligns entirely with KTM's identity. Despite the rebranding process, Tech 3 has followed its usual winter preparation routine. We had quite a lot to do, switching from Gascas to KTM, but this is something we're used to. We've done exactly the same as every year. Goyen also emphasized that KTM's Pyrum Mobility Group sees this season as a statement of strength, ensuring all 4 KTM bikes, both factory and satellite, are competitive. For Tech 3, 2025 represents a significant milestone. The team has long aimed to operate at factory team level, a goal that has now been realized with full KTM backing. Goyen reflected on Tech 3's journey since its switch from Yamaha to KTM in 2019, highlighting the closer collaboration they now enjoy with the factory squad. We really wanted to be as close as possible to the factory team, and this is something we struggled with at Yamaha. Now, having the same colors and such a strong lineup, this is a dream come true, Goyen concluded. Despite KTM's financial instability, Tech 3 is fully prepared for the 2025 season, embracing its new identity as an extension of the factory squad. With Bastianini and Vinales on board, can the team deliver on its promise of being a top-tier contender? The answers will come soon as pre-season testing continues. Stay tuned for updates. Thanks for watching ZNGP today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you next time.